Hello there, everyone. I'm Dresden, and welcome back to another episode of Downhill Madness. Today, we're going to be testing out 3 more vehicles down the Stairway Mountain Rally course to see how they do and how they compare to the other vehicles we've run. Today, we're testing out 2 random vehicles and this. I wanted to test this. This is the first real licensed car that has been in this game. It's made by Philman. The mod is, I watched some videos on it. He went and scanned the cars from Elfin and, I don't know, did all the stuff to make it a mod. Completely designed it from 3D scans and all kinds of stuff. And it turned out really good. So we're going to be testing it today. This is the stock version of the Elfin T5. The first real-life licensed car in BeamNG Drive. Of course, it's on the repository. Hold on, I wanted to get a cold start. Maybe not cold start, but a start. That's really quiet. Yeah, so we'll see how this does. We've got 2 other vehicles to test as well. So we're gonna go ahead and see what those are. Now these other 2, oh, we're all right. Oh wait, I can't turn actually. Well, oopsie daisy. These other 2 vehicles here are random vehicles. We've got, first off, we'll be testing this, the Ibishu, oh, sorry, not Ibishu, ETK R Series Courier. It's like the delivery car. It's a base model of it, but with roof rack, or a pallet on the roof with totes on it. And then we've got the Ibishu Hopper Gambler Off-Road, which is just, I don't know, a mod. They're both mod. All 3 of these are mods. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it does. I think that the Gambler is going to do the best out of the 3 vehicles here, but we're just going to have to wait and see. Let's go ahead and get started with the first run of the Elfin T5, however. Now, the camera is something I'm going to have to get used to. The camera is, of course, where the driver's seat is, but the driver's seat is pretty far back in this, and it's a little bit strange compared to what I'm used to. But we're going to see how this does here on the Stairway Mountain Rally course, because I'm not quite sure how it's going to do. It's very race oriented, even being stock. There are other versions of it that we might just randomly roll at some point. There's like a mudding off-road version, there's track version, there's some other one as well. I didn't really pay attention to what it was, but we're going to see how they all do if we roll them. But we're starting with this. This is just the bare bones stock Elfin T5. And we're going to see how it does. If you want to see this car get made in this game, because I did follow the story behind it, for a bit at least, in the first episode or 2. I don't know if there were more episodes after the second one. I think there were, but I don't know. Go check it out. Philman85, I think is his YouTube handle. It's Philman something. Just look up Philman Elfin. E-L-F-I-N, you'll see it. Ooh, that was almost bad. Went over that rock there. And that could have been bad. Now, of course, the first run we take nice and slow, nice and smooth. Make sure we can get a time. After that, ooh, induction system damage. That was a rough hit. After this first nice and easy run, then we rally. Then we really, really rally. What's the handbrake button? That's the handbrake button. Okay. Playing a lot of different racing games, and all of them have a different handbrake button, and it confuses me. But we're making it work. So I don't think this time's going to be incredible. I just think it's going to be a time on the leaderboard. Now, the next 2 runs is where we'll really have time to shine, have time to see just how well we can do with this T5. Because, I don't know, I think we should be able to do decent. Now, it's not very durable. It's not really supposed to be. It's supposed to be a race car. I'm assuming the off-road one's probably a little more durable than this one. But we've already tweaked our steering. We pull to the left. Not really hard, but decently hard. We pull to the left. Which is a bit of a difficulty when you just want to go in a straight line. Or perhaps to the right. It just kind of wants to go to the left. Bit difficult. This is pretty much a buggy, though. It's not a buggy. It's like a, what, a super light race class? Super light race car? Something like that. Oh, door's flapping. Flappy door. It's, yeah, I think technically like a super light race car, I would assume. So it's got the suspension for racing, not for off-road. It's got the durability for racing, not for off-road. It doesn't want to do this. It does not want to be going 70 miles an hour on a dirt downhill rally course, but here we are. Because what other game can you do something like this in, eh? Tell me. Tell me what other game you can, at least as realistically as this game does, do this. Here we go. To the bottom, we make it. That is the first run. All that's really wrong, bumper's a little busted. The whole front end is, actually. It's kind of knocked off a little bit. We got a flappy door. I also saw that the trunk was a little flappy, but I think the trunk and doors are probably just leather, because it looks like they're riveted in, potentially. They're leather or some sort of cloth. Probably why they're so flappy. But yeah, I mean, it did good. Are we pulling this bumper still? Yeah, we are. It did good though. First run, made it to the bottom. Let's we ejected that front bumper, man. Let's see how the next two runs do. Maybe we can get a little bit better of a time. All right, attempt number 2 for the Elfin T5. Now we really try. We really try to go. First things first, let's spin out for good luck. Just a little. Good luck is always important on this track because you never know what's gonna happen. Now, this is where it starts to get squirrely. This has 233 horsepower, and it weighs 783 kilos. That is less than a ton. That's what, 1700 US pounds, maybe? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think it's somewhere around 1700 pounds-ish. So it's pretty light. Pretty light, 230 horsepower, gives it a power-to-weight ratio of 0.3. Which is pretty high. So, a lot of power, not a lot of weight, equals really squirrely and difficult to drive, especially on race suspension like this one is. Let's not go down there. Let's not go down there. No, 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 no. Oh, we haven't done that for a long time. Mess up that bad. All right, it's okay. We'll get back on the course here. We lost a bit of time, but... Oh, that's bad. Bad re-entry. Bad re-entry. Okay. Let's see if we can flip it fast enough. This still all counts for the time. I don't know. I think the rear wheels... Oh, man. I didn't actually think about the fact that they're... Okay. I thought that they were evenly bent. They are not evenly bent. I think this is screwed. I don't think it's possible that we can get a better time with the current condition of this vehicle. So I think we're going to have to call it there for that run. Yeah, I overcooked it a little bit there. Bad on me. Bit of a shame, but it's all right. We got one more try. All right, third and final try. Can I not do that, not spin out in the beginning? I need to be just a little more easy on the car because I would like to make it down with a faster time. That first time, I took it pretty easy. I think easier than I usually do, probably because I really wanted this vehicle to get a time on the leaderboard. But now's the time that I really take it hard, but not too hard. So we got to be careful on some of the bumps. The big thing is that this is quite the squirrely vehicle. Handling wise, it is not for the bumps. It is definitely for the racetrack or the road, not for the rally and the bumps. I don't know how many times I have to say it to get it through your head. But it's obviously not for the bumps. Uh-oh, we did it again. Okay. Well, that was bad. That was bad. And that's why I took it really easy the first time, because I figured as soon as I started taking it a little faster, that's when the problems would come in. And here we are. Upside down. Missing a bunch of pieces. And our wheels are bent in on themselves. Yeah, that's not... I don't think this is going to... I mean, I'll flip it. But I guarantee in the top right it says dead. Yeah, this is not... I feel like Lightning McQueen's crash. This is not moving. I mean, it's moving, but it's not... It's not going to be drivable, is it? Definitely not. Alright, well... At least we got a time with it. that was my main goal, was to get a time, and we sure did. So, great. On to the next vehicle for this episode. All right, next up is this, the ETK R Series Courier. Let's get a cold start. Nice and quiet. Hear that thing? No, you didn't. All right, let's see how this does. Now, like I said, this is a base model, but with some stuff on the roof. Not quite sure how it's gonna perform here. I keep hitting the wrong button for handbrake. But I think we can be a little harder on it, given that it's a base model. Usually base models tend to be fairly durable, because they don't have many components to them, you know? Many things that can go wrong. They just kind of go. Now, I can't tell. I think it's rear-wheel drive. It doesn't really have enough power. It's got 139 horsepower. Weighs 1,500 kilos. Power to weight ratio of 0.88, so a little bit lower than the Elfin. A little bit lower, a lot a bit lower. Like a third of the power? A third to a fourth? I didn't. That was... If this is your first episode, I advise you to go back and watch some other ones, because I can drive better than this. Also, I think this is front wheel drive. I can drive better than this. I promise you I can. I've done some crazy stuff here on this this rally course, and I'm just not demonstrating it today very well, am I? It's a very light pallet. It just bounced off of our car. But here we go, you know. Yeah, I can drive better than I'm doing today. Like this, oh, that was really close to that rock. Now, only problem with this, real problem, is the suspension might collapse. You can actually see some of the suspension poking through the hood. That's probably more because it's a mod and less because it's broken. Man, it doesn't have power. It's all right. I mean, we're still able to go kind of quick, but man, is the lacking of power kind of upsetting. Oil pan is leaking now. We did crack it or put a hole in it or something. I guess it's kind of the same thing. Which means that we are on a time limit. Now, I don't think the timer's really gonna... Yeah, I don't think this is gonna blow up when we're running down here. I think it would blow up far after we get to the bottom. I don't think we'll be going for long enough to really hit that oil pan blowing up. Now, as you can tell, I may be driving it a little harder because the beginning of this was upsetting, and I want to prove that I can drive cars. So, yeah, I mean, if you haven't looked at my channel, go look at my channel. I've got like almost 1,000 videos at this point, and the majority of them are me driving. So, you know, in video games, not in real life. Real life is a different channel, but, you know, I can drive. I can do it. I promise I can. Just gotta, you know, gotta do it. Now this turn's bad. This turn has screwed me up many a time. Take it a little easier. I don't want to go off that edge because most vehicles don't make it back up from that edge. So, yeah, the broken rear window kind of looks like it's trying to flash me with a ray of light, like a neon sign or something. Now, I think that time was better than the Elfin. We made it to the bottom. And you can see that once I started actually worrying about my driving, it went pretty good. The beginning was bad, but that next run, it went pretty good. See if we can do any better. I don't know. I think we might be able to, but I think at this rate, me going any faster than what I just did is just gonna be a recipe for big accidents and disaster, which is probably another reason to watch, because that's actually the fun part. I mean, don't get me wrong, the rally is the fun part, but when I like take the car and I'm like, oh, a wall, boink, like that's entertaining. That's fun. Oh, the front suspension collapsed when I did that. No, it didn't. Yeah, it did. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, let's see if we can go faster. That's where I was going with that. All right, attempt number 2 for this base model R series, holding a pallet. Basically a forklift, if you really... Well, no. It's kind of more a trailer. But like an outside trailer with waterproof cartons on it versus a waterproof trailer with not waterproof cartons on it. Now, we're going to hit this turn. Whoa. Oh no. We are rear wheel drive. I was hoping we were front wheel drive. No. It's alright. It's alright. Not really. That was pretty bad. We're gonna need to make up some time because I think that is gonna, if we drive just like we did on the last run, I think we'll be slower than we were on the last run. Which is not what we need. We need to go faster, so we really got to hammer this thing. Really got to hammer it. Really got to make it to the bottom quick. And I think that I can, but I think at that rate I'm risking a large accident. Nope, 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 nope. We did that with the Elfin too. Haven't done that for a while. Oh, goodbye hood of the Elfin. I do leave the cars where they die on their last lap. If it's at the bottom, I leave them at the bottom. If it's somewhere on the course, I leave them there. Off the track, of course, so it's pretty hard for me to hit them unless I'm going to have a detrimental accident anyway. Like the Elfin, I put right in front of a giant spike in the terrain. If I was going that wide, I would be hitting it like a ramp and flying into the air and destroying this, so might as well put the Elfin there. If anything, it'll soften the blow. If I do end up hitting it, but I don't think I will, especially not in this. I think the hopper is more to worry. I'm surprised our oil pan... Oh, wait. No, it's not. Fine. I was about to say I'm surprised our oil pan's fine. It's not. Surprised our rear wheel's fine from that impact, though. That was a hard hitter. This does not have the structural support to go over these jumps. Which is, I guess, why they put, like, roll cages and reinforcements in rally cars, because this is what a normal car doing a rally looks like. Oh, tree. Oh... Thankfully, that fence is drive-throughable, but we're visiting the cows on this course. That's my cow impression. Did not get a move from any of the cows. They do make sounds, just not now. I don't think this is going to be faster than the last run unless we hit that last turn harder than we usually do, which, you know, means that recipe for disaster. Also, I'm pinning it. I'm literally pinning it to the ground right now. Just keep it pinned. Keep it pinned. All right, maybe I shouldn't have overcooked that much. Oh, huge slap on the ground. A huge slap on the ground. All right, we don't necessarily turn anymore. I think we broke something. Oh, we really don't turn anymore. Did we break something? That wheel's fine. Oh, that wheel's not good. That wheel not good. Uh-oh. Yeah, I didn't think so. And I don't think it's really possible for us to get back up because very steep hill. I mean, maybe, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think we'll get a good enough time. No, we can't turn that direction. Yeah, we're going straight down. I'm turning to the right, and we're not going to the right. All right, let's pin it. It's gonna say that our time has failed, but I'm gonna pin it anyway because I think this is fun. Boom! Really? How anticlimactic was that? We gotta make it. We gotta make it to the bottom at least. All right, come on, come on, buddy. There we go. We still drive, so that's a plus. Yay! We made it to the bottom. Yay! We made it to the bottom. No, we didn't. Next attempt. Alright, and here's the third and final attempt for the R-Series career. That was like a strange French. Courier. I mean, I think that's a French word, right? Courier? C-O-U-R-I-E-R. I think C-O-U is pretty French. Courier. Oh, we did it again, except that time we got away with it better. We didn't get stuck. Okay. Now, better start than the first attempt and the second attempt. I don't want to take it easy still. I still want to take it pretty hard. See if we can really improve on the time, but because I mean, we have a time, right? We made it to the bottom. Made it to the bottom once. That's really all that matters. Because as long as we get a time on that leaderboard, but now we're going to improve the time. We are looking to get a higher place on said leaderboard. And the only way we can do that is by going faster and harder. Don't take it out of context. It's the truth. In, I guess, multiple contexts. You really... Not an easy way to take that out of context. Anyway, well, I mean, you can take it out of context, but it still, like, works. Anyway. Ooh, rock. We were not as close to that as we were on the first run. I thought we were going to be. My apologies. This straightaway here, very bumpy straightaway, but we can make up a lot of time if we can just hit the bumps well. Not the tree, not the tree, not the tree, not the tree, not the tree. God. So many very hard hits for this thing. Oh, jeez, it's so scary to drive, and it's not even fast. It's just scary. I'm surprised that rear window is intact, because the rest of the car is not. Well, our driver's window, our driver and passenger side front windows are intact. Rear windows, yes, I said goodbye to those fellas a long time ago, but front window, uh-oh. Roll yourself back over. All right, I didn't mean like that. You took it too literally. All right, where's my mouse? I have 3 monitors, and sometimes it goes off of this monitor onto one of my other 2 and I lose it. But we found it. Okay. Now, still drives, still handles practically fine. Can we make it back on the course? I think this is our best shot right here. Yeah, there we go. We're back. I don't think this is going to be a faster time anymore. Something tells me that. Oh, wait, we don't turn. Front left is broken again. Okay. Off the course. Yeah, I'm turning to the right completely, and it's not. It's as soon as one of the wheels is broken, it's dead. Crazy that we had 2 cars in a row where the first run I've made it, and then the next 2 I have not. Ooh, this is going to be a hit. Oh, motion sickness. Look away. Ah. Oh. I mean, nothing too hard, but I don't think you'd be alive anymore. Look at the angle of the roof. We look like a cheese wedge. Still got power? Oh, yeah. Still got drive, still got power. We stay hungry, we devour. That's what it's about. Anyway. Sorry. Dwayne just slipped into me there. Oh. Now that one out of context. That one in context isn't very good. All right. Well, there's that. On to the next vehicle. I wish we did better on the latter runs, but we did not, unfortunately. Now, this one should be fun. This is the Ibishu... no, not cough. The Ibishu Hopper Gambler Off-Road. Let's get a cold start on this. Where's the exhaust? There it is. Oh, didn't really go well. Not very loud, but I think this is a semi-truck engine. Or at least like the MDs here. It's a big engine. I'll tell you that much. I don't know how this is going to go. Holy torque. Holy torque. You see how it bent? That's crazy. A lot of power to the rear of this. I'm assuming it's rear-wheel drive. I just hope it's strong enough for these bumps. It's also pretty quiet. And it's definitely a diesel truck engine, because look at our RPMs. We can only go to 3,000 before we redline, so not very high RPMs. This thing takes bumps and jumps pretty good. Pretty good. Man, it just rotates on its drive shaft. How much torque that engine's producing. What do we got here? We have 174 horsepower. That's it. We only have 170 horsepower. We weigh 1,500 kilos just about. So 1.5 tons. Give that about 3,300 US pounds, give or take a bit, because I think 1,000 kilos is 2,200 pounds. So kind of just doing conversions based off that. 3,300 pounds is pretty close to what we weigh, which is pretty heavy. 1.5 tons. Actually, I don't know. That's not super heavy, I guess. I mean, the Hopper's not a heavy vehicle. The engine probably weighs half of that. Man, this thing eats the bumps for breakfast. Look at that. And it's got a lot of grip. Those off-road tires are pretty thick. So, makes sense that we'd have a lot of grip. Now, this, of course, first run, focused on making it to the bottom. I'm hitting it hard because I know this can do it. But I'm not hitting it as hard as I can. We're still keeping it fairly controlled, fairly easy. We may have 3 vehicles in this week's episode. Today's episode. I don't know, because I don't do it weekly anymore. I used to. This episode 50, what, 7? I think 1 through 50 were basically once a week. Missed a couple here and there, but I mean, pretty much. It was also like 2 years ago. Ooh, top heavy, top heavy. I did foresee that happening. Can we land on our wheels? No, we can't. Okay. I think, where's my mouse? I think we might be a little broken. I'm not steering those front wheels. We got drift suspension in one way and drag suspension in the other. I don't know how this is gonna go, if I'll make it to the bottom on this run. This thing is hard to wrangle. Jeep Wrangler, get it? Ah! No! We're upside down again. Man, this is just tough to drive now. Which stinks, because I was really hoping that we'd make it down on the first run. Though, I think we fixed our steering a little bit. Nope, did not. Yeah, when that steering centers, we're done. We're doomed. And it centers, it snaps into the center so fast that it's like I can't easily get a middle ground. It's just full right or slightly left. That's all. We can't go forward. We can't go straight. Even like lightly touching the steering kind of makes it difficult. But this last turn here, this difficult one, which should be easy because we're gonna have the craziest turning circle ever for a Jeep. Oh, too much. Too much. Oh, crap. We might not recover from this. Ooh, this is a bad roll. I am impressed that the wheels are all still on this, including the top one. Top one's kind of ratchet strapped to the roof, I think. How are we still rolling? What was that? Why did we just roll and roll and roll and roll and roll? Like, come on. Flip over. Flip yourself over, man. Thank you. Now that might have fixed our steering a little bit, but we do need to get back on the track near where we fell off. That is my rule with this series. As near to where we fell off as possible. I thought we fell off higher than that. I forgot we go under the bridge. I thought it was above the bridge. My bad. Now this last turn here may be difficult. Also, can we discuss that the roll cage in this kind of sucks? The roll cage just kind of bent in on itself. Like, I don't think that's really, up to spec, up to grade. Can we make this turn? There we go. And across the line. Holy crap, it's tough to drive. Whew. Here's a straight line. This is me not steering at all. Oh, man. Now, if you don't believe me, just watch. Look at the bottom middle of the screen. See that steering wheel right there? You can see when I turn, right? Also, I think our rear axle... Oh, my gosh. Wait a minute. What? Oh, we're so broken. We are so broken right now. What is this? What is this? What is happening? It's impressive is what it is. Anyway, what I was going to show you. I'm not steering. Oh, I clicked off the screen. Sorry. Is that recording? Yeah, I clicked on OBS. That was my bad. There we go. Now, if I just go... Okay, in a straight line. Well, now we kind of go in a straight line, but that's because we broke ourselves extra more. Extra more. Yeah, here's a straight line in reverse. Oh! We crumbled. Pretty good. Anyway, yeah, on to the next attempt. I spent too long doing that. Why are we moving? Ooh, I'm not hitting the throttle. Why are we moving? I don't like it. Okay, next attempt. Alright. I probably didn't even do a transition there, because I went way too soon. Alright. Now we made it to the bottom of the last attempt. Can we do better on this one? We gotta hit the beast mode. Though, I will say, we don't need to try like crazy yet. That last run was super bad. So, as long as we make it down this run with a fairly... a vehicle that's in good nick for the most part, I think we'll be alright. We just can't make stupid mistakes like we did last time. Got a little ahead of myself last time, and it bit me in the bum. So, we will not let that happen this time. I know my limits. For the most part, hopefully. Probably not, actually, because If I haven't proven that I don't know my limits this episode, then maybe this vehicle will, because the first 2 I made it down once out of the 3, which is not a good record. Uh-oh. Now, what did I just say? What did I just say? This better be all-wheel drive, because our rear drive shaft just snapped. Which means that we're going to have no power. Front-wheel drive? Nope. Rear-wheel drive. We're done. No movement. That's unfortunate, dude. Alright, next attempt. So we got to make it down this run. Alright, final attempt for the hopper. This episode did not go well. I think I'm just not on my A game today. Really stinks because I don't know. I really wanted to record one of these today, but I'm just not in it to win it today. I think it's because I'm pretty hungry. I think that's my issue. Hungry, my throat is really dry. I don't know if y'all can tell that, but my throat is pretty dry. I like the color combo on this hopper. I think these are opposing colors, correct? Blue and orange. I think that's like the Colts. Broncos? Denver Broncos, I think, are blue and orange. I think the Colts are, what, yellow and white? I don't know what the Colts are, actually. Are we we're pulling to the right already. Off to a good start. Off to a great start. Why are we pulling to the right? I didn't even hit anything hard. What the heck? I'm gonna blame that on just this vehicle being weak. That's my blame game. I think that's what's wrong with it. It's just not strong. Oh man, we really pull to the right. Why do we pull to the right so much? I just went over some bumps. Come on. In the actual Gambler 500, this thing would be terrible because you can't do anything. Look, I didn't turn for that turn. It turned to watch the bottom middle of the screen. I didn't turn. Did not turn. You can see the orange line is my input. Okay, well, it looks like I'm turning there, but I wasn't. So maybe it's not a good graph. But point still stands. I didn't turn. Did not turn, and I made the turn perfectly. So I think there's just something wrong with this vehicle and maybe the mod, but who am I to judge? I'm me. That's who I am to judge. I judge myself all the time. Thank you guys for watching, by the way. You helped me not judge myself. Sorry, my throat is just bad today. Also been having problems breathing. No! No! Stay intact, stay intact. Rear drive shaft broken, we're done. No! Oh man. Man. Oh, it's okay. Our steering is botched anyway. This is me turning right all the way now. We're going straight, so. Man. I was really hoping I could get a better time with this. Okay, well, all 3 vehicles I only made it down once this week. If you want to actually see a good episode, my driving but good, go watch any of the other 56 episodes. I don't know what was off with me today, but it was something serious. I couldn't tell you. That stinks, though. All right, on to the leaderboard for this episode. Unfortunately, all 3 of the vehicles got a not so great time, but they all got a time, so at least they'll be somewhere on there. All right, and here we are with the leaderboard. So all the way down in 60th place, we have the ETK R Series Courier with a time of 3 minutes and 20.96 seconds. It's a shame that that was the fastest we had today, because I know that I probably could have driven some of the other vehicles a lot better. I just had a really off day during this recording session. I don't know what was going on with me, but I promise that, you see that was 3 minutes 20 seconds. My fastest time is 2 minutes and 45 seconds. That was episode 13 of this. I can do decent. What's the newest one that I've ran down here? What was it? I don't know what the newest one that I ran down here. Eagle Prototype. That was a few episodes ago. That was one of the thumbnail tests that I did, actually. And that was a sub 3 minute time. So, I can do good. Today was just bad. 72nd place overall was the Elfin T5 stock. It's actually named that. That is the full name of it. With a time of 3 minutes and 23.88 seconds. Pretty close. Pretty close around here. Not as close as these 320s. These are all 3 minutes and 20 point something. So that's pretty tight. It gets a little looser knit down here. 24s are pretty close. But Yeah, 72nd place. Not great, but not as bad as the Hopper. Let's scroll a bit. 148th place. 11 off from the slowest vehicle we have ever run on this course. We got the Ibishu Hopper Gambler Off-Road with a time of 4 minutes and 29.33 seconds. That was just a tough vehicle to drive. The slightest bump would hurt it in some way, would bend the axle. One roll would shatter the drive shaft. It was tough to drive. That paired with it really wasn't super powerful. It could move what it had. I mean, it was diesel, so it could move what it had, but not the most powerful thing we've driven. Definitely not. Yeah, it just didn't go well. I also tend to find with these that the more off-road tuned vehicles sometimes I just don't do good with. Like this Sunburst, Hirochi Sunburst Gravel. Yeah, it's a rally car. 144th place. It's close to the end. So, you know, things like that. This Baja truck, you know, same thing. So, I don't know. And this, you know, there's some off-road vehicles. But yeah, that's it for the leaderboard. Let's go back to the game now and see what we have in store for our outro. It's probably the same thing as usual. It is, but yeah, still. Okay, bye. All right, everyone, but that is going to be it from me. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to smash the like button, hit the red subscribe button, and that bell icon down below to get notified of when I upload. I upload videos pretty regularly, so stay tuned for that, and I'm about to hit 1,000 videos as well, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and until next time, this has been Dresden with another episode of Downhill Madness, episode 57. If you like what you see, let me know, and also give me some suggestions for other vehicles to test, because I can do like what I did with the Elfin. I'll start in that vehicle, and I'll do 2 randoms. So leave me some suggestions in the comments. But yeah, that is it for me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, this has been Dresden, and goodbye.